Hello guys and welcome to another day with Zamolada. My name is Serge and in today's video I'm going to be pressing in a bolt joint. In the last video I pressed out a bolt joint, except when I was pressing it out it was without no luck, so I would actually like to explain to you how I actually did it. So I basically was not successful in using a Maddox bolt joint press out kit in pressing out the bolt joint. I was also not successful in using my 20-ton press to press it out. I was left with no choices except to use an actual hammer and basically drill the bolt joint to relieve some of its pressure and then just beat it out with the hammer. To drill it, I actually used a drill press. This actually made things go a lot smoother. I already had a drill press. I did not need to go out and buy one. But basically, I used a high-speed steel drill bit, and it was drilling like hot knife through butter, guys. It made things go a lot smoother. So I basically drilled a bunch of holes in it, and that basically relieved some of its pressure. And then basically I put this whole control arm back into a vise, put it on the floor, and just beat it out with a hammer. And that actually worked quite well. Basically, the whole job was done with a hammer. You know, who would have thought? I've seen other people on YouTube try to do the same thing, try to drill it, and it worked for them as well, except it was taking them a very long time to drill the holes. It did not take me long at all. I probably had all of the holes drilled like within a minute. Seriously, it was going very, very quickly to the point where it was like just playing with it, basically. And now I would like to actually explain to you guys something else. So it's time for us to press it in, and this is going to be my first time pressing in a bolt joint using a Maddox kit. Well, pressing it out in any shape or form. Never pressed in a bolt joint before or pressed one out. This was my first experiences, and as you guys know, the first time you do something, you're gonna mess it up or you're not gonna be able to do it quite right. But the most important thing is to just try it. So in this particular video, we're going to fail at actually installing a bolt joint, not because I failed. I followed everything, like all of the instructions as I supposed to, and I used the Maddox kit just like I was supposed to. But the problem is the part itself is just non-quality. This is a Chinese part of Amazon, and the actual lip will end up breaking off. But I still made the video to show you exactly what I went through. Also, I already made a video of me actually installing a bolt joint, still using the Maddox kit. But because now I know that the lip can break off, I found a new solution how to actually to press it in, and that's going to be in the next video. I do have this Maddox kit, which is open and it's kind of like on the floor right now, just kind of like everything's just over here in this area. Okay, now it's time for me to press in my bolt joint. In the instruction manual, the way you're supposed to press out the bolt joint, it actually would be pressing it in. So I'm going to open up those instructions again right here to remove a bolt joint. So we'll need an adapter number 7. That's the number 6. We also need that. And this is the adapter number 7. We're gonna need a receiving tube. This is number 5, which worked fine. I believe that's all we're gonna need, really. With that other stuff, we could actually, you know, see what else we could do. Let's get the bolt joint out. It's got a brand new C-clamp. Came with it, which is a good thing. So we'll need to press it in this way. Let's see if this This may not do. Okay, that barely fits right there. So this is actually number 9. So according to instructions, I could have used 3, 4, or 5. So this is obviously me doing it differently. So if you're basically doing a Chrysler 300, then this is what you're gonna be kind of faced with. Okay, let's see. Okay, that popped it right in. So now, I'm gonna just remove this. Oh, not quite what I was expecting. This, oh, well, crap. That was not a good way to do it. This Chinese piece of crap part broke on me. So look, it was going nice and straight. And I first thought like this actually shifted. But no, this here, it broke clean off. You could tell it's a casting. It's got like a bunch of like a, I mean, you can see like what that metal looks like. It just broke clean off. So that was kind of like the way I was doing it, like pushing it in with that, but looks like I'll have to push it in with this instead. That's annoying. That was the lip that was gonna secure things together. I just broke it. So now I'll need to actually get it out and use another one. So basically, I did figure out a way for me to actually press the ball joint in without having any chance of the lip ever to break out again. But that took basically more experimenting. And I did not want to bore you with the rest of this video trying to figure things out because, you know, it's a learning process. Because now that I know this is actually a brand new ball joint that I'm actually trying to install, but now that I know it's a possibility of breaking off the lip, of course I'm thinking, well, what choice do I have? Do I press it in by the actual shaft where the bolt goes on? I don't know what you would really call it. That's where the boot is. And by the tip of that, do I need to press it in by that? But in theory, if I do it that way, I mean, I could actually damage the actual ball joint. And the whole idea is to have a brand new ball joint, not the one that's going to be put under all that stress and it's kind of like becomes old if you basically beat on it too much. But I tried a couple different things, but each time I was unsuccessful. I keep trying to use this Maddox kit to try to press it in, and no matter what I did, it just would not go on straight when I'm actually trying to press it and using that method. And of course, it's not going to go on straight because that little shaft, it rotates. It goes from side to side. So I keep having to adjust it and things like that. But then I figure out another way. And for you to be able to see exactly what I did, you'll have to watch the video. But I'm going to explain to you guys. So my solution was... oh yeah, this is, I guess, I was still trying to actually remove the old bolt joint, which I did, and that is the new one that I just now picked up. But I'm explaining some things, but since I already know what's happening, I might try to just do a voiceover. So I don't want that outer ring to ever break off again, because that is technically an installation ring. Technically, that's how you're supposed to do things, but sometimes things don't work out exactly how you expect them to. Maybe it's because it's a Chinese part. So my solution to the problem was this. Take a brand new ball joint, remove the rubber boot, and use that solid metal that you can now see around the shaft, to use that metal to press the ball joint in and instead. And I was successful in doing so with that one. But everything that I just explained that I was going through with installing a new ball joint is correct. I was trying to install it with a shaft, but doing things very lightly. And I noticed each time I'm doing it, things are going in crooked. You could see I'm trying to right now. I install it and I spin it a little bit. It goes crooked. No matter what I did, it just would go crooked. Because, of course, it goes, every which way. So it's nearly impossible to do. But either way, guys, sometimes you have to think outside the box. I guess my video is going to be different from others. I am trying to show what works, what doesn't. This is the video with everything that basically what went wrong technically, but I am trying to do it correctly. If you guys have any advice or whatever, feel free to put in the comments below. But like I said, I already pressed the ball joint in successfully without no problems, and I have some good tips and advice in the next video from learning from this here. And of course, once again, this is my first time doing it, so it's a learning experience. Like maybe you watching this video, maybe it's a learning experience for you. But I did learn from it, and now I could assure you next time I get a chance to do something like this, I'll be able to do it fine. Even if it is a Chinese part, I'll be able to install it just fine. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.